Howdy, and welcome to this week's episode of This Week in Texas. I'm your host, Jeremy Kitchen. This kind of show, we intend to give you a preview of what to expect in the week ahead in the Texas legislature. The House of Representatives will convene at 2 p.m. today and likely 10 a.m. through the rest of the week through Friday. They have two posted calendars this week. They intend to consider 12 bills today and 13 bills tomorrow. Notably, House Bill 1033 by Representative Tom Oliverson, which will be heard tomorrow on the House floor, would require additional drug cost price transparency, which is adding to a law that was previously passed last session requiring drug manufacturers to disclose certain drug price increases. Various committees, of course, will be meeting this week. That includes right now the House Ways and Means Committee, where they're hearing bills related to Governor Abbott's priority of punishment for local governments that defund police. You may recall that similar bills were heard in the House State Affairs Committee 2 weeks ago. The Criminal Jurisprudence Committee is also meeting today, and they're hearing House Bill 20, which is related to bail reform. This is both a Governor Abbott and Speaker Phelan priority. The Criminal Jurisprudence Committee will also be hearing various bills related to marijuana. Wednesday, the Public Health Committee will be meeting to discuss a slate of abortion bills similar to the abortion package that was passed in the Senate early last week. These include the House versions of the Heartbeat Bill and House Bill 1515 by Representative Shelby Slauson, and the PRINDA, or Preborn Non-Discrimination Act, and House Bill 3218 by Representative Matt Schaefer. Thursday, the House Elections Committee will meet to discuss some additional election integrity-related bills. The House State Affairs Committee will be meeting to discuss additional ERCOT or Winter Storm Uri reaction bills. And then the House Redistricting Committee will also be meeting to discuss the East Texas region. The Senate will reconvene at 11 a.m. today, and they've had several bills on their intent calendar which can be brought up. These include finally passing Senate Bill 155, which is an RPT election integrity priority. This, if you may recall, deals with the jury list being used for voter roll citizenship identification. It passed second reading, but it's still awaiting its final passage. They also potentially could bring up the budget, Senate Bill 1. There's a slate of what they've called kind of the Betancourt 7 of election integrity bills that are still on the intent calendar, which have the ability to be brought up this week as well. In Senate committees, there are additional ERCOT and winter weather related bills being heard in both the Business and Commerce and Jurisprudence committees today. The Local Government Committee, which is chaired by Senator Paul Betancourt, will be hearing his bill, Senate Bill 10, which is a lieutenant governor priority, which effectively is a taxpayer-funded lobbying ban on local governments. Senator Bob Hall has a bill, Senate Bill 1254, that's being heard in the Senate Defense and Veterans Affairs Committee later this week on creating an interstate compact on border security and immigration enforcement. The status of legislative priorities. Expect that the House version of the Omnibus Election Integrity Bill that was subject to a marathon hearing last week will officially be voted out of committee this week. You may recall that the Senate version of that bill has already been passed out of the overall Senate in Senate Bill 7. Last week, two constitutional carry bills were voted out of the Homeland Security and Public Safety Committee. It's unclear as to whether or not they will go through the House Calendars Committee this week. There's also various abortion-related bills being heard in Public Health and State Affairs committees in the House this week, as we talked about, similar to the abortion package that passed completely out of the Senate last week. Expect that some version of those will also hit the floor here soon. The overall budget is on the Senate, the intent calendar. I expect that this next week it'll be considered by the overall Senate. Normally there's kind of a build-up to that overall consideration. Reminder that it's the only thing they're constitutionally bound to do is pass a balanced budget. It switches which chamber it starts in every cycle. This cycle it started in the Senate, so expect the Senate to take it up, and then shortly thereafter the House of Representatives. With 55 days left in the legislative session, we're entering the phase of the calendar where deadlines actually start becoming a reality. They become hard realities for incoming freshmen or legislators that maybe haven't had their bills go through the process. Expect that bills that aren't deemed as priorities will start to fall off accordingly over the next few weeks. That does it for your update of this week, your update this week for things happening in the Texas legislature. As always, you can follow along with our family of podcasts at texasscorecard.com or follow along with tons of commentary and articles we're posting every day on things happening all around the state. Tune in next week. As always, take care.